Hi, I'm Maria Liberati from marialiberati.com, and also the author of The Basic Art of Italian Cooking and the award-winning The Basic Art of Italian Cooking Holidays and Special Occasions. We're pleased to welcome Irwin Weiner, designer, with Design to Share.
It's great to be here with you and also to give you some of my tips and hints and my experience as a designer in New York City, designing many kitchens and interiors.
Many of our readers always want to know how to update their kitchen and what they should be taking out and, updating, putting in. Can you give us some thoughts on updating kitchens?
Well, first of all, you need to decide whether you really want to update the kitchen. And I think that also with this economy, I think people need to really think twice whether they should update. With the economy today, I think one has to be very careful with it. You can certainly update your kitchen if you want, and certainly do some research when it comes to using top-of-the-line appliances that are for your needs.
Irwin, how about Italian-style kitchens, or kitchens maybe that you've designed for people that are real foodies and want to incorporate something Italian, authentic Italian in their kitchen? Can you tell us some of your experiences with that, with designing those types of kitchens?
I love that challenge because it's always something different. I've worked on kosher kitchens, I've worked on clients' kitchens where the only appliance is the telephone. It could be many different things. I am working on a very big project at the moment for an Italian family, and they have put in a pizza oven.
Could you give us some tips that maybe our readers could do if they want to try to do a small project on their own that would be almost obviously not like having a designer, but something that could replicate a little bit of the same feel for that, of creating that a special part of your kitchen?
Designing a kitchen is a lot like cooking. It's a lot about being creative and having a lot of spice and flavor. And if you look at magazines, particularly of European kitchens, where the Europeans are not so obsessed with replacing kitchens as often as the Americans, and you'll see a kitchen that has just got a great sense of style, a great presence, a great feel, without being updated. You'll find an old 60s Formica kitchen in a magnificent chateau, and you wonder why haven't they changed that kitchen. So, being brave and being strong, painting a kitchen red like the one we're standing in, or having fun with it, using a collection of things that either you picked up on eBay or it's a family collection, whether it's trays like this kitchen, or platters, or anything, or family photographs, or children's, grandchildren's drawings. Just be brave and be strong and make it very colorful and fresh, just like some wonderful dish that you're preparing for a family. The rest will fall into place. The appliances you've actually got, most kitchens actually do function. A lot of people use cooking very, very small spaces. So it doesn't have to be so big and so fabulous, just creative and fun, just like cooking.
Oh, yes.
So right now, everybody's sort of used to that whole sort of restaurant range look and the freestanding appliances and the argan, the laconu and all these things, but actually it's going to go very minimal and very European, especially as space is limited, with the economy and so on, and people are really kind of not having these huge homes. It's going to be very much about quality, not quantity.
Exactly, yes. I think that's probably why and the Europeans, I think, have always been that way, and the Americans are just getting into that whole, thing about quality, not quantity. Because
sure.
Out of necessity, they're having to do that, which I used to think was so refreshing in Europe, where everyone was not as wasteful. It always seemed to me that everyone was so wasteful, wanting all these big ostentatious things, not realizing the drain that it does put on the environment. And because of the necessity now with the economy, the Americans are getting into this minimalist approach, as the Europeans have been doing now for a long time. Irwin, are there any colors that are trendier now that you see more people asking for, or just that they're hot colors? They usually tend to go with fashion, but not all the time. What are the trendy colors going for kitchens?
Well, it does depend. It does depend where you are. If you're in Florida and you have a lime green countertop, is appropriate. To do that in the Northeast might look a little bit out of place. So it does depend a lot where you are and what your taste is. I am finding that a lot of my clients who want their kitchens to last, a lot of them are asking me for colors and styles and materials that are long-lasting. So having a wood cabinetry, for example, does last longer than having a painted surface in terms of cleaning and maintenance and so on. The woods that have become quite popular are walnut and rift-cut white oak, stained in different colours. Maria, you know, this whole thing with the Julia Child movie and so on, and you being a chef, one always wants to know what would be your dream in your kitchen.
Well, I do like the minimalist kitchen that you were talking about. I don't like to see a lot of clutter in my kitchen. I tend not to use a lot of electrical appliances. If I can do without, I don't use that. But my favorite things in the kitchen are always my eye-level ovens. They're so much more convenient than having one under the cooktop. And just lots and lots of space. I love to have an island in my kitchen. I'm speaking about my home kitchen now, not necessarily my professional kitchen, but my home kitchen where I would cook to relax. I like to have an island, and I also like to have lots of cabinetry, lots of space to keep all the different kinds of foods, because I'm definitely a foodie. I'm always gathering foods wherever I am, spices and flavors. And so I would say lots of cabinet space, not necessarily extremely gigantic, just a nice size where you can eat in and cook in. Eye-level oven, definitely my favorite thing to have, and an island.
Raccoglierlo si spinse tanto tanto che cascò sopra l'acqua con quel fiore, verso il mare se ne andò, e anche lui per il dolore dal Piemonte non tornò. Aveva un balde